need to be worried about losing each other. It's a mutual sentiment of doing whatever it takes to have a strong, happy union. Right now, that's looking like separation. Don't fear the void. You know the end game. So if I listen to this lady, I'm like, yay, she makes me feel good. Then what?
Spirit just said, you're not listening to anyone. You're listening to us.
Who's us?
Spirit. You just determine. I can't tell you who Spirit is for you.
But I was like, who's us? Because you just said us out of nowhere. I'm just like, well,
because Spirit said, so I was delivering a message from Spirit.
Got you. So
I'm sitting there looking at her, and Spirit is screaming, stop looking at the fucking messenger. Just take the message and run.
But who's
I
the
will
message?
use a fucking sink to teach you.
But I'm not understanding if this is what you're talking about or not. You're saying
yes,
don't
that
even look
speaks to you, right?
But I'm talking about, like, okay, so I listened to her, but
no.
like, Mom, can you let me finish the thing?
I'm telling you, you're not listening to her.
Then what? Then if I'm not looking at this video, what am I doing?
Just like the sink taught you a lesson.
No.
Are you gonna say, well, I'm listening to the sink? People are gonna think you're crazy.
No, I mean the fact that if I follow her video, I'm like, well, yeah, I agree with that. Then I go to another video and I'm like, oh, that's not what I want. But like the same thing happened. Like I'm accessing information the same way. So it's like, well, is it what I'm supposed to hear, or am I just...
Well, Spirit's always going to deliver what you want to hear, but you also have to understand that the devil also is an energy and also has spirits. So you have to use your spirit of discernment of what message is for you and which message is calling into the reality that you are creating for yourself. So if you want to create the doom and gloom, moody energy, those messages, when they vibrate in front of you, because they always do, you determine which message you want to pay attention to. They'll either pass you by or they're going to become something that you pay attention to. Right now, you're looking for clarification. So everybody's got their hat in the game. They're like, let's confuse her. No, let's tell her what to do. No, let's confuse her. So they're coming for you play by play. And this is where you use your spirit of discernment to decide what's going to happen. And when your spirit of discernment isn't necessarily where it needs to be, the beautiful thing is you have your physical world history to draw from. And your physical world history tells you what? What is validated? Your fear that it's over, or your knowing that this is just another break and it looks different. And the reason why I got on here is because you are replicating the high school bull crap still. The only thing that's missing is the building. But you guys are all still texting and chatting. And did you tell such and such so and so? Remove yourself from the high school drama.
But the fact is that I never had the chance to be in high school drama. Like
So you want to be in it now?
No, I'm just saying, like, I didn't really know I was doing it. I'm just talking. I'm just like, dude.
I know, and I just woke up to it. I just woke up to talking to you and listening to you that you are texting people from high school about, did you tell someone from high school something about me?
Because someone from high school popped up. Like,
I know. That's the whole thing.
But
look, I am not faulting you. I just woke up to this when I was watching you. I was like, this is high school drama. Like, sis, you're out of high school, but you still talking to high school people about high school shit.
That's why
the only thing that's missing is the physical hall, but they have your mind trapped into high school mentality. That's why Dre is just like fucking TMG. Because he's stuck. The only thing that's different, and that's why people are so disappointed in their life, because they are stuck in high school mentality and don't even realize it. Trying to maintain the same friendships with people they only were friends with because they were stuck in high school. This is big, y'all. That was big. Some of y'all stuck in high school, some of y'all stuck in grade school. But I just wanted to point that out to you. You'll start seeing now that I pointed that out to you. The times that you can jump back into the conversation, I'll remain on the outside. And eventually you'll outgrow the urge to jump back in. You'll see how petty it is. Because right now you're in the physical body. And because you don't know that you can detach and now watch your experience from the outside, you don't know you can do that yet. So right now you're going through the experience, but you're going to come to a space in your field of awareness where you realize that you can actually detach from your body and start watching yourself and start learning from yourself. because you're studying yourself. That scene in Doctor Strange where Doctor Strange was astral projecting and learning, that's what we do. They make astral projection like something that's this mystical thing that people can't achieve. Well, I astral project at any given time. I don't have to be asleep. This is the realization that I'm coming to. The fact that I could detach from myself and observe myself. I'm literally sitting right here studying myself, learning from me. And then I take what I'm picking up from myself, bringing it back into myself, and healing myself. It's fucking amazing.
I want to do something for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should go somewhere, go out to eat. Well, what do you plan on doing with your husband first? I guess I should value him.
Every year we are in fight mode for our anniversary. I promise you, every year. I really would love to break that cycle.
Maybe that's why he wants to get it shaped up, so it's not too abrupt.
He asked me to braid his hair. I don't want to go. We're going back into the R. Kelly phase.
Braiding his hair?
Yeah, he was like, is my hair long enough to be braided now?
Oh, you should braid it though.
His hair's not long enough. I ain't got braid skills like that.
Blow dry it.
I still ain't got braid.
You could do mine.
My hands permanently throw up gang signs. I cannot braid that little ass hair.
It's not little.
It's length. I need length. That's how much I need. I need length.
Length. Hey.
Hey, it's the twins. Anyway, I got on here because there were a couple lessons that I was teaching Bailey, and I was running up all my storage on my phone. So I was like, might as well go live.
Yeah, but it's just like, I want to, now going forward, it's like, yeah, I still want the same, like, I still want to do it with Pink Panther. But it's like, I'm not finna do it on these conditions, and I'm not gonna do it if, basically I'm switching up everything that I kind of like accepted in the past. So it's kind of like, I'm working it through. Like right now it's just like, oh, she tripping. But like, if you really want,
like I told you, you can have any man you
I was
want.
gonna get to it.
You just have to know how to walk in your femininity. Put the ball in your court. He is a co-star in your movie. And I am teaching you how to do that. And as you own into your femininity, you set the terms of the relationship. And he will do whatever it is because the value of being connected to you. You are a power source. Like, you are a permanent power source. Weak men will plug into you and be fueled for a lifetime off of just one plug. Everybody wants a piece of that. And so you're gonna do what it's necessary to be in your orbit.
And that's what I'm
or
about
they
to
get
say.
the God, I know, but I'm talking to them.
Okay, I was about to
Well,
say
the
that.
one. I'm talking to you.
Because that's what I want to get to. Is just like, I want to change the narrative, but in a good, positive light. Like, I know that I'm able to achieve this with this person.
Yes.
As we've stated before, we know who he is. We've seen who he's been.
Yes.
But it's like, there's nothing more.
Hey, Bailey.
Hi.
She talking to me.
Hey,
Hey, Harvey.
How are you today?
How that baby doing?
Aww. Carbs, that's cute.
Young carbs. Yes.
But yeah. Stop with the camera pointing. That's weird.
You don't want to be in camera?
I mean, I like it, but it's just like...
Oh, look. I'm cold. My one good hand, I'm shaking in the rattle.
You're good.
Rattle and the shaking. The baby is going so far, so good. 3.5 months along now. Oh, that's it?
That's cute, though.
I don't envy you, friend.
Does it have hair? Like, how much hair does it have?
They could determine gender at 3.5 months.
Oh, I didn't know that it was pregnancy. Ooh.
Oh, you want to know?
Yeah, I was about to ask. What are you hoping for? What is your...
I gotta get my charger.
What is your, what gender are you looking forward to? We want to know. Oh, that's so exciting. Is it your first child? Oh, that's really exciting. The two big sister. Oh, so it's not your first. Oh, that would be fun for them to have a brother, though. Like, I was happy when my mom told me I was going to have a little brother. Boy, hopefully you guys win that. It's going to be nice. Even if you get another girl, at least you'll have a fleet of them, you know. They all got to watch over each other. Yeah. Boys are great, though.
Okay.
She said it's her third.
This boy said he's gonna grow up. He said, you want to have something about becoming a man? I don't know what he said. You want to get your crystals? He said, you become a man
Healthy
by growing
baby, that
up
is good.
and getting a job. I said, little mother... I didn't say that.
Growing up and getting a job.
Yeah.
Well, that should be his aspiration.
No.
To take care of himself.
No. That's not what he said. He said, grow up and get a job. Language is important. Do not train your children to grow up and get a job. Train them to grow up and become inventors. Train them to grow up and become doctors. Train them to grow up and become lawyers. You want to know how the other communities win? Because wherever there's a deficit in the community, they grow up the next generation to replace them.
Who do we talk about this? We talked about
Shifu.
I was about to say, you see how so-and-sos have this and then...
Yeah, we don't say any groups anymore. But, oh, hey, Ayan. I don't be knowing when y'all coming and going. I'm like, oh. I love our community, though. I'm so excited. We are in Arizona. Yeah, everybody shout out where you at. I don't need to say where you at. Everybody shout out where you at. We global, baby.
Global. That's hilarious. H-Town.
New York.
Aww,
New York.
I want to go there.
I do. But we're going to have to come and hang out with you, Carby, because they just make that place look so filthy on TV. And I know it's not true because I saw... No, I'm being honest because I made the parallel of Jamaica because I saw somewhere. I don't know how I came across the news because you know I don't watch the news. So I don't know where I came across the news, but it was some kind of warning to travel to all these places. And I remember somebody planting the seed that said, well, you know, they always put this critical warning stuff of the black and the brown places of destination. And so I was just like, yeah, so what we do see on the news is, you know, the worst of things. You know what I'm saying? So I took that narrative and I applied it to all these things that I hear about. You know, even the New Yorkers making jokes about how bad New York is. So it's like, yeah, maybe the media's lying, but these people who are actually from New York, they're joking about the rats and the trash too. And so I'm like, you know, I don't know who to believe.
The average ones. Exactly.
So we coming to hang out with you, Carby, so you could show us how New York really get down. You know what I'm saying? That ain't even my New York accent.
So many buildings, no trees.
No trees.
No grass.
Because concrete. Ooh, and they got all them black people out there too, and all that concrete. Ooh.
Not a good mix.
Ooh.
Stolen our spirits.
Y'all got to get the fuck up out of New York. It's a death trap for real. It got y'all so, isn't it? If
you
concrete,
just went from. I need to see it.
Because I made the connection to Shifu. Look, I can hop into.
Oh yeah, because Shifu.
I can hop into the devil's lair every now and then.
Shifu did say.
But concrete disconnects us from source. That is why we are surrounded by concrete. Everything is concrete because it disconnects us from source.
Taco fusion.
And so
I would like to try that as well.
So with us disconnected from source, I just figured out our dynamic. So when I'm downloading, you'll entertain. And when you're downloading, I'll entertain. I just figured out that's going to be our dynamic. Anyway, so they want us disconnected from source so that they can control us. In New York, because when the slaves ran, always back to slavery, but when the slaves ran to freedom, they ran up north. New York didn't start out with buildings and buildings and concrete, the concrete jungle. It didn't start out that way. But once they knew how to entrap us, they literally entrapped us. And they built up these inner cities. Y'all gotta get the fuck up out of there.
No. We're going.
I can show some places that you can have a lot of fun. Yo, Carby, no, I'm coming to New York. Don't get it twisted.
That's funny.
We gonna be in New York.
Overcrowded, exactly.
The point is from a spiritual perspective. Because I live in the physical world, sis. I'm gonna do all the physical world things. But I can also dwell in the spiritual world and understand that this physical reality that they set up for us, I'm literally surrounded in by a concrete wall. And it's on purpose. If the war is being fought in the physical world and the spiritual world, we have to understand that they got themselves blocked on both sides, and we are completely aware that any of it is happening on either.
I think I'm gonna get a new tent.
A tent for what? Oh, the old tent.
Yeah.
And it flew down.
Yeah.
And I chased that damn tent down.
Yeah, well,
I chased her weed tent down. Ain't that something? You want to say because until she turned 18, I did not support her smoking habit. I was like, I don't want to see it. But she had this little tent that she would come out here and smoke in.
But like,
and it blew down the street. And I chased that damn weed tent down. You better not tell me that I am not supportive.
No, I just think the fact
even though I don't approve.
If I come out here and sit on the patio,
the buildings are old and thin. No wonder basically everyone is in fight mode. Truly devastating. You get it, Ion. You get it. That's why they're so angry. That's why New Yorkers are so angry. It's fucking concrete.
Concrete jungle where dreams are made of. She said it. She said concrete jungle.
About all that. I love that. It's good, you know. I'm gonna have my ass everywhere. Redlining at its best. That's where they drew you gotta live in these certain areas or something like that. I kind of know the history. I don't retain history until it means something to me. You know, so I can empathize. I can relate. I can move. But that sustained life changing comes from, you know what I'm saying? Like Grand Rising. I still don't say it. I think it's corny. What did I say I'm going to start saying? Namaste. The spirit in me blesses the spirit in you.
Namaste.
Anyway, namaste means something that I value. I was like, I'll start saying namaste. I fucks with namaste. But I ain't saying Grand Rising because that shit's corny. Why did I get on this tangent? Oh, good morning. Good morning. Everybody's like, you got to stop saying understanding. I can't be too consistent with that one too, because it wasn't until understanding's better, because that one actually means something to me. Namaste. Stop trying to get me off track. I'm talking about understanding right now. When Ion first taught me understanding, I was like, oh, that's cool. I don't want to be under nothing, so I'm going to understand too. So that's why I started trying to implement. First you try. You have to fake it until you make it. You don't just jump into it, so it's okay. It's not a failure. You tried. You're a scientist. So when Ion taught me that, I was just like, okay, I want to understand, but I didn't feel it until Shifu reinforced it. But I just had an ascension. I'm going to tell you that's what happened with me. I had an ascension where I understood where I want to internalize it. Because true understanding is you hear what I'm saying to you, but then you process it through all your little data points, and now it becomes a part of you and it changes you at a cellular level. That's understanding, and that's what I want. So yes, I go between understood and understand, but I always mean understand. I just been saying understand for 40 some odd years. So when you're out here making changes, it's not going to be quick, it's not going to be easy, and it's not going to happen until it means something to you. That's why you need to continue to go through life meaningfully. I cannot with morning. I try to emphasize though. Yeah, I don't say good morning. All my family still does. I don't say bye anymore, you know, but my family does. I'm teaching my kids not to say it anymore. But you know, it's crazy when you have a whole nother side of the family, i.e. a 2-parent household, who are completely raising the children differently. Some people are intentionally raising the children differently. Like, I'm not raising the children your way, I'm raising them mine. Because my way is better. And then you got people who are unintentionally raising 2 different ways, because one parent is actually raising the kids and the other one is just living around the kids any kind of way with no structure. And so now the child is being taught structure, no structure, structure, no structure, structure, no structure. So, you know, in the pervasive side, they're all fucked up. They're inconsistent. But on the balanced side, they've been exposed to both sides. So it's good. You know? So I just think the way that it is healthy is that both parents are presenting it's okay to move in structure and it's okay to move outside of structure. That way they see it on both sides instead of 2 extremes. And then there's the extreme structured environment. In the extreme structured environment, you know, these kids are stressed the fuck out. So you have to determine, you know, how you raising these kids. I don't know how I got on that subject. Anyway, we got anything else to talk about?
Nope.
We're done, guys. We're gonna go finish Michael's hair. We dropped some gems. We need us a podcast. Would you do a podcast with me?
Sure.
Yeah, we need to do a podcast. But she would check out in the middle of the podcast, she would just zone out on me, and I'm like, still on air, friend. Alright, guys, talk to you. I missed you, Ion, if you're still there. I was sitting there today, I was like, you know what, did we see Ion this week?
We did.
Oh, I missed you. I think it was this weekend. Oh, we heard all of that happened this week. It seems like such a long time ago. That's crazy. All that just happened? I must have jumped timelines again, because it seems like it was so long ago. Not that way. There's a difference between jumping timelines and losing all that other stuff, but I feel like the time that we spent with Ion was ages ago.
26th to the 4th. So from here to here.
Damn, a week and a half, 2 weeks. Damn. Miss y'all too. Yeah, we did a lot in a week. It seemed like it was over a week's worth, but nah. Yeah, it seemed like we were hanging tough. Hanging tough. Oh, hanging tough. Oh, I'm about to go listen to New Kids on the Block. Alright, y'all. I can't listen to New Kids on the Block and talk to y'all, so I'm gonna see you later. And that was cool. That's the crazy shit about it. Sounded like old, what's his name? Y'all saw Every Day, dang near hilarious. Peace.